Welcome to This Week in Warframe, a series where I keep you updated on the past week of Warframe, from announcements made by DE that don't necessarily warrant their own videos, to community fan-art, posts, and updates. So without further ado, let's go over D's announcements and news from the 1st of July to the 8th. Starting this week's episode off, the Sacrifice has launched on console, so both Xbox One and PS4 now have that. With that said, I will no longer be issuing spoiler warnings in my videos, so if you don't watch this video, then whatever. Now, for those of you who are wondering about Ash Prime, or you may have got Ash Prime through an inbox message when you logged into Warframe, that is due to the issue that occurred during Tenno Live, where there was a shit ton of people watching at the time, so their database overloaded. So what they've done is made it so anyone who has logged into Warframe in the past 7 days has received an Ash Prime as a reward, as long as you've linked your Twitch account with your Warframe account. So if you hadn't done that, then you won't get Ash Prime whatsoever. And moving on to Tennocon 2018 information that was released from the stream itself and from news information outside of Warframe. So, to begin, we have two new Warframes, one of which we've already seen but has seen a rename from Vlad to Revenant, and he of course is our Eidolon vampiric frame. As for the second Warframe, it is titled Garuda, and there's no information on that. It is all just speculation at that point, but Steve did state in a interview with PC Gamer N, where both of these frames are vampiric frames, so we'll have to see once more information comes out in regards to them. In relation to Warframes though, we have a number of deluxe skins coming in the future, 3 of which we've already seen and now got updated progress with. First off, there's the Nidus deluxe skin. Now, due to Nidus's form and mechanic, he'll have variations of his skin through each of the stacks that he receives. So there's a progression shot on the screen. He'll also be coming with a skin or armor set for the Helmet Charger. There's also the Vauban deluxe skin. They showed off a nice little in-game preview of that. And of course his deluxe skin hammer. They showed off a little preview of the Nezha deluxe skin, as well as the items coming inside of that. So there'll be a Katana and a dual blade skin. They gave us concept art for a Nyx Deluxe skin, a Limbo Deluxe, and also a Titania Deluxe. So that is a shit ton of deluxe skins coming out in the future of the game. As for the weapons that was shown off during the art stream and other information, there is a Corpus shotgun, a Corpus Glaive, and a Corpus revolver. There is also the Grineer club that they showed off previously, as well as the Infested sword. We got a preview of Tenno dual axes, another preview of the Warframe two-handed katana, which has been confirmed previously that will be coming with Revenant, and also an armor set that seems to be coming with Revenant as well. It's kind of like a sentient version of the Eidolon Prime armor set, so that's cool. There also seems to be a Kavat armor set that's coming with Revenant, and a shotgun. They also showed off a primed version of the Gram, so that seems to be the next melee weapon coming with the next Prime Access pack, but we have no information on what the next Prime Access will be, probably Chroma, but that once again is just speculation. Now moving on to the two major announcements, first off the Venus open world. Now Venus will have the player hub just like Nidus and the Plains of Eidolon, and this one will be called Fortuna. Here you'll be able to create custom mowers through one of the vendors available, with each of the parts of the mower that you choose having different effects for the stats of that companion mower. You'll be able to build your own weapons using the system called kit guns, so it's basically the gun version of Zor's, and it looks like there's a shit ton of variation in what we'll be able to create there as well. According to the art stream, there'll be a Sentinel the players will be able to get, that's on your screen as well as everything else. There seems to be some other items as well, such as the tools for fishing. There's this new system for the open world landscape section where we'll be able to hunt down endangered animals, and in doing so we'll get standing. So it seems to be a replacement for mining. I really hope that's the case, because mining is very boring in the Plains of Eidolon, but we may still see mining in the future of the game, because there does seem to be promotional material that has other items such as mining materials. There will of course be a bounty system in the hub, as well as outside on the plains as well, so they've added in checkpoint areas where we will be able to start new bounties without having to go back to the player hub. So for those wondering about that, that is in this, because Venus is way bigger than the Plains of Eidolon, and it did state that the next thing we're about to talk about will be coming to the Plains of Eidolon, and that is hoverboards. So these hoverboards, according to Steve's Twitter, will be able to be customized and upgraded. However, you won't be able to use weapons according to the post on Twitter, but they will be able to be used in combat. Now, in regards to the major enemy type in Venus, it'll be those spider enemies that we've seen in previous dev streams. So the small to medium versions of these spiders will be just normal enemies going alongside the Corpus. However, these giant spiders will be the Eidolon versions for Venus. And if you're wondering how big they are compared to the Eidolons, here's a little photo that Steve tweeted out. And yeah, it's a bit big. Now, according to Steve, the border of the map this time around will be a storm wall, where it'll just push you back instead of blowing you up or killing you. Now, also confirmed in Tenno Live was the return of the Prime Vault. So Rhino Prime and Nyx Prime will be returning sometime in summer. Now, it has been confirmed that Venus will be launching separate to the next topic that I'm about to talk about, which is pretty warranted seeing as DE pushed this stuff together in 15 days before Tennocon, so props to them for that. But yeah, it will be releasing separately. And that, of course, will be Space Combat titled Railjack. Now, Railjack will be this transition into the orbit of a planet. In this case, it'll be Venus. And you'll be using this new ship that they've modeled up, and it'll send you up there. Now, inside the ship, you'll be able to use your foundry, your arsenal, customize your weapons, all that shit. You'll also be able to customize the ship itself when it does go live. Steve did state in that PC Gamer article. Because of this going into the orbit of a planet, Steve did state that they'll be looking at reworking Archwing once again due to the controls and the issues that it currently has that Archwing 2.0 didn't fix. There will be a 3.0 in the future. Now, going off of what I said before, Railjack will be released separately from the Venus Landscape, and it'll probably be near the later end or into 2019, going off of Steve's words in that PC Gamer article. Now, there was also a trailer for the next upcoming quest, which is the New War, and it'll be a continuation of the Sacrifice quest and the story that was teased at the end of that quest. And before I forget, they also announced that Warframe will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, so anyone that has that, boom, you'll be able to play it. Now, in regards to that, SkillUp did an interview with Rebbecca, Steve, and Megan during Tennocon, and according to this interview, they stated that there'll be a 1 to 2 month period where players will be able to port their PC account to the Switch. However, you won't be able to convert your Xbox to Switch or PS4 to Switch accounts due to the way that PlayStation and Xbox regulate their systems. Specifically PlayStation, of course, with all that Fortnite shenanigans going on. Now, in regards to those asking about crossplay, it won't happen due to, once again, Xbox and Sony's regulations on the matter. However, the Switch version will be getting a full complete version of the game, so you'll be getting Plains of Eidolon and everything released so far. For those who are still wondering that if the Switch account will be cross-played and cross-saved between the PC and the Switch version, no. Your saves will be different, so if you play on PC, it'll progress separately to what your Switch account will. So if you're Mastery Rank 19 on the Switch, and say you were Mastery Rank 17 on PC, that'll be the case. It won't update and it won't progress further. It'll just be for the separate systems. Anyway, that concludes this week in Warframe. If you found the video informative, make sure to leave a like. If you think I can improve upon the series in any way, make sure to leave it in a comment down below, as well as your thoughts on anything else that I talked about here today. If you missed out on last week's episode, click the annotation, it will take you right to it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.